What you want, what you want, what you gonna do when Chevy John Brown come for you? Tell me what you wanna do, what you gonna do? Yeah. Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Nobody now give you no break. Police now give you no break. Not old soldier man I give you no break. Not even your eyes now give you no break. Hey, hey, bad boys, what you gonna do? Or what you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, or what you gonna do?
How you doing? This is the DIM show. Hold on a sec. Hey, turn up your battery pack, man. Turn it up.
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hey, what's going on? DIM show,
Damn.
doing it raw and dirty, the way you like it. Hey, gotta give it to him, baby. Gotta give it to him.
Raw and dirty.
Raw and dirty. Got to keep it raw and dirty. Keep it dirty. Raw and dirty. Got to keep it raw and dirty.
I keep it raw and dirty. It's the DIM show from Double O AJC, nigga. Don't you know?
Hey, check it out. Week 13. We gotta give it to you the way you like it, man. Spit it.
Hey, I'm gonna hit you up with this week's matchups. Alright, I got the Pure Romance Jacksonville Stunners. I got Jacksonville Stunners. Give them a thumbs up. Holla at a player when you see me on the street. I don't know what everybody else has been talking about around the league and around the division, but the Jacksonville Stunners have a lot of potential to come up this week and take out the Pure Romance that's been scoring hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of points every single week.
Pure Romance Shockwave got this win. Unfortunately, I mean, it would be great if Jacksonville Stunners actually stepped up and beat the Pure Romance Shockwave. Because if Jake the Snake actually, if he wins his game, that whole division,
would be in turmoil.
Not only that, but for either the Perrine Pitbulls or the Bone Crushers. I mean, the fourth team coming in there in the wild card. If that happens, it's not going to be coming from the Eastern Division. That's all I can say.
Hey, what can you do about that, you know? Sometimes you never know what can happen.
Yeah, but Pure Romance, thumbs up.
Fearsome Force, Broondogs. Not a game to really talk about because they're both out of the playoffs, but I give my thumbs up to Broondogs.
And I give my thumbs up to Fearsome Force. I mean, we can't keep this up. I mean, we can't just be disagreeing on everything. Fearsome Force stepped it up last week, scored well over 100 points. They scored 126 points, I think it was, 25 points.
You're absolutely right.
And I think they're going to follow it up and spank some of that Broondog ass.
All right, got must punk, Lady Scorpions. Got must punk, Lady Scorpions. Give my thumbs up to Lady Scorpios. She's going to win the game. Got must punk, 2-10, 2 and whatever you are. Hey, got hacked, got something.
I mean, it's finally a game we agree on. I mean, God Must Punk could have possibly won last week games if he would have made some changes and found out,
He could have made some win. He could have won last week if he would have made his changes from the bench. Just like you're saying now. He would have made some changes. Quarterback, receiver, maybe a couple receivers. There could have been maybe a 1 or 2 point deficit in the final outcome of the game if he would have made some actual moves. If he's even still playing in the league.
Definitely. I mean, I hope he starts Del Homey this week. But, he always finds a way to lose a game. And I see him finding that way.
He coaches his way to lose. He doesn't coach his way to win. And that's the problem with Got Hacked Punk. He's a loser's coach.
I like it.
I like it a lot. Mean Machine Dog Catchers. Mean Machine Dog Catchers. I want to say the Dog Catchers, but I got a feeling Mean Machine is going to come up with the win this week.
And I think Mean Machine has a full roster. I mean, Derek Anderson should be
back this week.
Brady Quinn got an injured finger, and he's not going to be able to sling the ball out there. I think Derek Anderson might put up a few more points, and it would be great if the Dog Catchers actually caught a dog. I mean, I would really enjoy that.
He got spanked up last week, and I mean, there's nothing you can do about that, Tom.
We'll see how he rebounds.
I mean, he's not going to rebound. He's going to bounce. He's bouncing out the league. That's what's happening. He's bouncing out the division. Bounce, bounce, bounce. And that's like when you watch TV and they have the little subtitle at the bottom and it says bounce, 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 bounce out the division.
And it could possibly happen.
Bone Crushers, Perrine Pitbulls. Bone Crushers, Perrine Pitbulls. And I'll say it again. Bone Crushers, Perrine Pitbulls. Who is going to win out?
Well, you know, this is this game right here is going to define that Eastern Division. It's like I said 2 weeks ago. This division could very well end up in a tie. I'm going to give my thumbs up to the Bone Crushers. As of right now, NFL.com has them winning by 16 points, and you know, I think they got this right. The Prime Pibbles have to make some moves. I mean, they have to make some moves. They got Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis.
But Ryan Pitbull scored 115 points, and the Bone Crushers last week only scored about, what, 66, 88, something like that?
Right, but that was last week. I mean, we're talking about this week, week 13, 1-3 of the, you know, DIM Bowl 2. And I really do think that, you know, they're going to step it up. Bone Crushers, they always come up big on the big game.
Don't other teams that play you, though, or play the Bone Crushers, don't they always step up to the bar?
Right, and I have talked to Bone Crushers. Bone Crushers know that the teams, especially this team was ranked #1 for 8 weeks in a row. I mean, you know what I mean? And I think that they're going to come out there and they're going to try their hardest. But the Bone Crushers, they know what is in stake here. They're making it to the playoffs. They want to win the Super Bowl. They're more than likely going to win it, and they're going to step it up.
All right, moving on. Kendall Killer Cats, New York Suns.
So who do you give your thumbs up to?
I give my thumbs up to Ryan Pitbulls.
Outstanding. Now let's move on to the next one.
And you?
Oh, Bone Crushers all the way.
Oh, well, my bad. Sorry, I rubbed your nipple wrong. Kendall Killer Cats, New York Suns.
What my nipple has to do with anything?
I felt like I rubbed your nipple wrong.
Oh, okay. All right.
I said Ryan Pitbulls, you're like,
Well, I didn't feel you.
Bone Crushers.
I didn't feel you rubbing my nipples, and I appreciate it if you don't.
All right. Kendall Killer Cats, New York Suns.
And I gotta give this one to the Kendall Kill Your Cats. I mean, they had a horrible game last week. They got spizanked. But I think they have to step up. They have to do it here.
There's no way they can win that division.
No, the Kendall Killer Cats are 1 game behind. They're playing the New York Suns, which is, you know, the team on top. If
so they can tie.
They can tie. Now, New York Suns is definitely going to have to lose, you know, the next couple games. If not, he can't win it. Mathematically, he can't win it.
Those are the matchups, ladies and gentlemen. Those are the matchups. Everybody wanted to know what our picks were going to be this week. Now you got them. Holla at a player. Now, we're going to talk about the standings. This is a very important situation. We're going to talk to you about the standings after we take a break. DIM Radio, DIM Show, The Mark and Al Show. We're going to take a break. Peace.
And finally...
And we're back,
Doing
baby.
it raw and dirty, the way you like it. Guys, to talk about some standings, where people stand, what we think is going to happen for the playoffs. I mean, some of these divisions are getting kind of tight.
They are getting kind of tight. Now, it could be a final race to the end in a lot of the divisions. In the Central Division, the East Division, and the West Division. There's a race in between 1 or 2 teams in each one of those divisions, and we're going to talk about it right now. Al, hit him up with the Central Division.
I mean, the Central Division, this division is getting, you know, it's getting kind of tight. I mean, we talked about it a little earlier, but we have the Pure Romance Shockwave, still 9-2-1. I mean, we made fun of all these ties earlier on in the season, but I mean, these ties are crucial.
These ties are crucial now at the end of the season, and they're hurting teams that don't have a tie.
You know, they are.
They are. We've contacted NFL.com. NFL.com is recognizing the tie as a win.
It is, unfortunately. And the Jacksonville Stunners are coming up in second, 8-4. Mean Machine 7-4-1. Dog Catchers 3-8-1. Hopefully they can spoil some out of season, beat Mean Machine this week. Now, what's going to happen in this? What I believe is going to happen. I see Pure Romance Shockwave actually winning this week. Now, if that happens, she goes to 10-2-1. Mathematically, Jacksonville Stunners are not going to be able to catch her. All right. Now, Mean Machine should win this game and should actually move up a notch on the Jacksonville Stunners. Now, this creates a problem for the other divisions. What do you think?
Well, if your scenario ends up working out the way Al is talking about, the way it's going to cause a problem, Mean Machine is going to cause a problem for either the Bone Crushers or the Prime Pitbulls for the 4th spot in the actual playoff roster.
Right.
Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, you're absolutely right. But I mean, that will only happen if Mean Machine actually wins the next
2 games.